Alrighty, good morning, you guys, and happy Saturday. This is our training, our monthly training. We have a couple guest speakers on the call today. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen. And I'm going to ask you all to please mute yourself. All right, thumbs up if you can see my screen. Perfect. Okay, welcome you guys to Meet the Team. This is going to be edifying, testimonials, and promotions because we've got a lot of things going on right now. First off, I just want to thank you all for getting up early this Saturday morning and being on this call. I hope that you all are healthy and that you all are keeping up with a good alkaline diet because we all know that right now with things going on around the world, that viruses are pH sensitive, you guys, and we are just so incredibly blessed here with Yoli to have something that focuses on our body's pH balance. So you guys share that with your team so that they're sharing that with others because that's huge. Make sure that you are putting enough zinc in your body right now, right? That's something else that Yoli can help us with. Hydrate, rest, you guys, and then of course the good hygiene. So I just wanted to say that to you all because it's important right now that we stay on top of our health and that we can help others do the same thing. So the purpose of today's call, you guys, is one, we want to get to know each other's stories so we can better connect our prospects to the story that will resonate with them. Many times I think we continue to call the same person on our team to help with BBPs, whether it's virtually or in person. And maybe that person you're comfortable with, but it's not necessarily the best person to connect to your prospect. And this is why today's call is important, that we know each other's story. So if I have, someone that's coming to me from, a holistic health, and they're looking at Yoli, I'm going to want to connect them to Dr. Marianne or Rima, one of our newest business members who owns, she does massage therapy, or Priscilla's new business member, Jimmy, who owns a health spa center, right? It makes more sense to connect my prospect to someone who's a little bit like them. So this is why sharing our stories today, you guys, is going to be important. The second one down is we need to become comfortable sharing virtually, on a screen, sharing in person. Not all of us have had that opportunity. We want to learn about what we can offer during this time of pandemic. So I've got a couple guest speakers on the call today to give us some information. And then our last purpose of today's call is to learn about the new Customer First promotion. I don't know if you guys saw that. They released it last Monday, and it is incredible, you guys. It's something that Yoli has never done before, to the best of my knowledge, in the 2 years. And I'm going to let someone else on this call who's been with Yoli since the beginning really go into the details. But it's really an incredible opportunity that is in front of us right now, and it's for everyone. And that's what's really awesome. And honestly, we all can use this right now. So, but first, what I want to do, you guys, is I want to celebrate because we have had a really, really great month. I don't know how many of you guys are just working, but you don't realize it. What's unfolding for you guys. I'm watching everything. So on last month's call, our goal was, our call to action was for everyone on the whole team to do a BBP. And I asked, as well as Annabelle on our big team call, we wanted to hit the 2-star campaign as well. And you guys did that. So I just want to say congratulations. I'm really proud of you all. James, he added a business member, Rama, and a new PC, Magdalena. Priscilla added Nora since our last call, a business member, and Juanita, a new PC. Tudor has did BBPs with Elba, Sandy, and Tony. Kelly had BBP with a gentleman named Robbie from her church. I believe it's Robbie, right? Cool, Robbie. Christine had BBPs with Jamie Dietrich, and Robert had one with Chantel, which is a new PC. You guys, that is incredible. That is what we have to keep doing, okay? We had a really great rocking month. So now it's just a matter of following up with those people, you guys. If they didn't sign, we want to follow up. I think almost all of you guys got all those people either as business members and or PCs. So let's really follow up strongly with our PCs, take good care of them, see what it is they need before their next auto ship, because it has been about the month mark. And start dropping seeds, you guys, about the business opportunity. And Chris is going to go into some more details with some of the promotions that should make it even more enticing. Okay. So congratulations, team. Super proud of you guys. On our last call, we talked about testimonials, okay? We talked about how to edify and the guidelines. So we're going to review that, and then we're going to go ahead and get into it. So edifications and testimonials, how to edify. What we want to do when we're edifying someone is we want to mention how long they've been with the company, what they do for profession, a fun fact that can relate or connect to the prospects in the crowd. And finally, we want to introduce them by name last, you guys. Try not to make the mistake of calling that person by name at the beginning. Make sure you put the name last, okay? Plus, it's kind of fun because when I'm at a BBP and we do that, sometimes the person you're talking about, they don't even know it's them until you get to that last line. And now, what's in your testimony? The important things to have in your testimony are where you were before, during, and after Yoli, and how it transformed you physically, emotionally, and financially. And keep in mind, you guys, this can be spoken in the terms of future tense, okay? Fully write your testimonial. This is what I asked you guys to do on last calls. No longer than 5 minutes spoken, so that you can learn how to pull key bits from the testimonial to focus on any key part. So for example, you might be asked to share your story, but to focus mostly on the financial transformation by your sponsor. This means you speak lightly on the physical and emotional, but give your deep story on the financial. We should be able to give a strong testimonial in 2.5 to 3 minutes. Now that's what we're gonna do today. Because there's several of us on the call, and I did put everyone in partners, you guys can just share your classic testimonial, meaning hit all 3 parts. I'm not going to ask you guys to go deep in any one part, okay? So testimonial time, right? Transforming lives physically, emotionally, and financially. Keep in mind, you guys, I'm going to have, let's see, James and Rayma aren't on the call yet. We're going to start with Kelly and Tudor, okay? And what I want you guys to do, go ahead and unmute yourself.
So saw that coming. I knew it. I'm always first.
What I want you guys to do is, Kelly, you're going to edify Tudor, just as if we're at the BBP, okay? And then Tudor, you're gonna give your testimonial, okay? And then when you're done, Tudor, you're going to edify Kelly as if you're at the BBP, and then Kelly's gonna give her testimonial, okay? The floor is all yours, Kelly, go ahead.
You know, like going first is one of my least favorite things to do.
It's okay.
Talk about growth, deception.
You get to talk about Tudor right now, so go ahead.
Which I am the lucky one because I get to introduce him because this person has the coolest accent. Like, let's just start with that. Great accent. He is a doctor that owns 2 businesses. He started Yoli about a year and a half ago to reset his body. And, you know, I think he's a pretty awesome guy, and I've just started getting to know him. So Tudor is going to share his story through Yoli. Now I'm hot.
Hey guys. Hi everyone. Thank you, Kelly. That was very sweet of you to do that. I didn't realize my accent is that cool, honestly, because I don't have any reference. But thank you so much. So I'm gonna just go over a few things in testimonial, and the thing with me was that I was really skeptical in the beginning. I found out about Yoli from Eureka, and I watched her posts online. I saw her physical transformation, her emotional transformation, and I wanted to give it a thought and ask her, more details about that. Before I started this, I was kind of a pretty well-fit guy. I had a workout schedule. I thought I ate well. Um, things are going kind of nice and comfortable for me. And all of a sudden, this whole thing got too comfortable, and I started gaining a little weight. I couldn't sleep really well at night. I was getting a lot of, stress and got tired. So Eureka post came at the right time, I would say, because I wanted to explore more about this whole story of hers. So I started to look at the system really close, and I was very skeptical in the beginning. I didn't know what to think about all the ingredients, all the schedules, all the meal preps, all the details that she was telling me about. And being a good friend of hers, I trusted her. I trusted her judgment. I knew her for a long time, and I wanted to give it a try. So I started with a transformation kit in the first month. And all of a sudden, things started to change. Like in the first week, I lost about 8 pounds right off the bat. I gained a lot of energy. I was not tired anymore. I was able to do things that usually took me a while to get set up for. I lost about 20 pounds in the whole month. And more of that, I think I gained a lot of good health habits by doing that. I was trying to, I bike a lot. So I bike usually about 30, 40 miles a week. And that became really easy for me once I got into using the products. And the whole recovery system and time for me for doing exercise changed a lot. I was able to do workouts every day, biking every week with no issues. I lost a lot of weight. I gained a lot of energy by doing that. And I was kind of hooked at that point. Immediately, after the physical transformation, it was for me, it was really clear that this whole system it's a good opportunity for me to get into entrepreneurial side of me. So I joined as a member, and I saw a lot of opportunities that can come up from this. Needless to say, I'm 2 years later with a lot of PCs that I sign up, and financially, I'm doing pretty well so far from this. I'm really happy with the whole system that I keep using every day. And emotionally, it was a eye opener for me that things can change in a second if you give them the right attention and you take the opportunity. Thank you.
Nicely done, Tudor. Okay, so go ahead and edify your person.
So, sometimes it's hard to find a human being who has and does it all. Kids, work, keeping a household, and just personally grow. So this fantastic lady that I got to meet recently, through phone calls. And I hope to meet her in person too. She has it all. She is a teacher. She's been with Yoli for almost 2 years. She takes care of a big household. She is a military wife with all the, troubles that come out of that thing. And she is personally growing every day through this journey that she has. She is also having, the opportunity of taking the business side of her and grow from that point of view. And she's a very funny, pleasant, and joyful person. And I can't wait to introduce you to her. She's Kelly Heller.
Thanks, Tudor. It's always different when someone's introducing you. So my Yoli story is, as most things in my life, always involves my husband. He started with Yoli right before I did. Again, saw all of Eureka's post and decided to join. And he was always skeptical about any of that stuff, Plexus, Beachbody. And so the fact that he was like, I'm going to do this, I was like, really? Is it going to work? Because you're skeptical about this stuff. But after his first month, I saw that he had lost weight. He was a lot happier, a lot mental clarity. I mean, he was just energetic, a whole new person. And I'm watching him do this through the phone because he's deployed. And he one day he told me, he's like, I really love this plan. He goes, but I won't be able to do it when I get home. And I said, why not? He goes, because based on the way you cook, I just will gain all the weight back. Excuse you? What? No. You don't tell me you're going to lose all this weight, feel great, and then come home because I cook a certain way and you're going to gain it all back. So I decided right then I was going to join Yoli. I got my box and I cried because I have food allergies. I can't eat gluten. I have low blood sugar. Like, I'm constantly fighting to feel good. And I was like, there's no way. There's no way this is going to be enough food. But I had to prove to my husband that I could do it. So I did. I did the first month. And he told me, he's like, if you don't like it, that's fine. I'll use the products. So after my first month, I felt so much better. I lost, I think, 12 pounds my first month. But my blood sugar was under control. I didn't feel sick. I didn't feel as tired. And I felt full, mostly. I had to adjust my proteins, which is why I love Yoli, because I could. It was flexible. I needed more protein, so I could eat it. And then I lost a total of 35 pounds, but I feel better. I don't feel sick. I don't feel sluggish. Blood sugar's under control. I can fill up on good things, not fake gluten-free processed breads. And, overall, I feel better. And then when it was April, so about 6 months into Yoli, I had a friend who wanted to join, and I called Eureka and I said, hey, I need your info. My friend wants to join. And she goes, no, you're going to do it. No, I'm not joining Eureka. She goes, no, you are. You're going to do it. No. And as we all know how things work, you don't tell Eureka no. Here I am. Again, a year later, I've been a member and I love it. It's my fun side gig. I use Yoli to just buy more Yoli and to help people. So thank you, Eureka, for your post on Facebook and for not listening when I told you no. So there you go. There's my story in a nutshell.
Thank you too for sharing, and I love it. And see, you guys, this is what's cool about us sharing with the rest of the team, because if you haven't heard our team's testimonials, now you know. If you are talking to someone who has, there's celiac disease, so they have gluten issues and blood sugar issues, here's the person on our team to go to right there. Kelly is a great person for that, right? You've got someone that's in the medical profession that's looking for it. A more holistic way of doing this, who maybe even thinks they're already healthy, like Tudor, you send them to him, right? It's super powerful knowing each other's testimonials, okay? All righty, thank you guys for sharing. The next two up are going to be Christine and Priscilla. So Priscilla, I'm going to let you have the floor. You guys try to keep it in 3 minutes. You're going to go ahead, Priscilla, and edify your person.
Okay, so the next person I'm honored to introduce. Personally, we've gotten to know each other. We were partners when we did the Mindset through Amplify, and I really got to appreciate this person for what she was in her transformation herself and what she's doing for others. So first of all, she's a super mom of 2 young children, preschool age. That right there lets you know she has superpowers. She's also a ballroom dancer. So she's using her body. She's someone who appreciates how important it is to have optimal function, and also wants to pass it on to her family. She's been in Yoli for about 1.5 years. And the thing she loves about it most is seeing the transformation in others. And her favorite product is passion, and not just in the product, but just when you speak to her, you can see she has a true passion, so genuine and accepting the benefits it's done for her and her family and passing it on. So I'd like to introduce, drum roll, Christine.
Thank you, Priscilla. All right, guys. So before Yoli, I was tired. I was torn apart. I was insecure, and I was riding this roller coaster that's called life. I felt embarrassed and I was depressed. I was exhausted from trying to be stronger than I really felt. I didn't like who I was becoming, and most of all, who I was. I had absolutely no confidence in myself. When invited to go to different events for my husband's work, I always found an excuse not to go. I was embarrassed by the way that I looked. When my kids would ask me to go swimming, I would force myself to go, even though I was so insecure that I wasn't enjoying myself. I just had no energy to keep up with them, and I always felt sluggish, even after drinking 2 to 4 cups of coffee every day. My health was robbing me of my family, and it was stealing me of my happiness. I started my first Yoli kit August of 2018. Immediately, I felt a huge difference in my energy levels. I was able to work a 9-hour day, come home, play with my girls, and do all the daily household chores. I was becoming a better wife and mother. Yoli taught me how to fuel my body and give it what it needed to get me through the day. I feel fantastic. My confidence is back for sure, and I feel clean. No more processed foods or sweets. In December of 2018, I decided to join as a business member. Joining as a business member has many benefits. Earn free products, get extra income, incentive trips, but the best benefit is sharing it with others. I have been with Yoli. I have been able to share Yoli with 17 PCs and help to transform their lives physically, emotionally, and financially. I am so blessed to have been introduced to the Yoli family. And today, if you ask me how I'm feeling, I'm excited, I'm happy, and I'm hopeful. And most of all, I'm becoming a better mother and wife that my family deserves. And that's it.
Nice. Okay, Christine, go ahead and edify your partner.
All right, so it's not going to be as good as her edification for me, but
you don't know that.
So our next guest is a mother who manages an oral surgeon's office. During her free time, she likes to dance. She's also a ballroom dancer. She's been with Yoli for 4 months and has had an entire life transformation, physically, emotionally, financially, and much more. Her favorite Yoli product is Lean Greens, and she loves that Yoli truly transforms lives in all aspects. Please welcome Priscilla.
Oh, thank you so much, Christine. Those words mean a lot, and it's true. I think when you first asked me like how long I'd been in Yoli, and I had to count, and I kept on recounting. I'm like, has it only been 4 months? Because so much has happened for the good. Like it's almost mind blowing. Like it's incredible. So what originally sparked my interest, I had heard about Yoli honestly from Eureka and James probably like I don't know a year or so before I actually got into it. And I was like, okay, yeah, it sounds great, right? And then it wasn't until I personally was in a situation where I knew I needed some type of change. My energy levels were low. Hormonally, I felt just off because I felt sluggish. I had put on weight, and that's very unusual for me. And it was fast, and like I was napping through the day, and I just felt just almost like a low state of depression. And I didn't really have a true reason of anything that had changed in my life to cause that. So it led me to think that there was something physically. So I was looking into whether it was thyroid or hormones or things like that. And I started to look more so into natural remedies. So on my own, I had researched different products or different natural remedies that I wanted to do. And I was talking to James about it, and he mentions like, you know, you really need to talk to Eureka. Like, she grows this stuff. I'm like, okay. And I remember I saw how they had changed, and like the months I was away, I came back and they both looked amazing. I remember going to one of the dance classes, and I was like, I don't know what Eureka, her husband, and James are doing, but like they look amazing. And it wasn't just like, oh, you lost weight. There was a glow. And so I was like, you know what? Yeah, I should talk to Eureka about this. So I explained to her my situation. I did trust her again, just for the person she is. So I said, you know what, just recommend to me what you want. And I mentioned the things I was looking at, and a lot of the products and natural remedies I was looking at individually from all different spots were contained in basically in one place. So that was the draw for me. And also I knew that the products had good a source, and that I'd seen them work on other people. So I started honestly just with the lean greens and alkali. And then after I did that, I did the transformation kit. And like in 3 weeks, and my goal wasn't even really for losing weight, but it just happened. But the best benefit of it is I felt better. Emotionally, I felt like steady. Everything it was sustainable what I was feeling. And I just, whatever I was lacking nutrition wise, I could tell I was finally getting it. I could It felt literally like drinking like plant life juice every time I had like my Yoli products. And I was happier. So I was already content with that. Like in 3 weeks, like I felt better, I looked better, I had the energy, and I was already like, this is good. Anything beyond that would be gravy. So that was my physical transformation. Um, and then on top of that, I wasn't expecting the emotional transformation, the community that I gained. That's something I had been lacking in my life and really needed. I did not think I'd be getting it from a natural supplement, you know, company. And that just came. So when I went to the first event in Orlando, the masterminds, like it was an emotional revelation for me to see that community, and just people who are like-minded, who were interested in living a clean, healthy lifestyle, but also were motivated to progress their lives. And that's the type of people I wanted to surround myself with. Then I went to New York. That was just, I mean, I, like I said, again, I was looking for, I knew it was going to be a physical transformation. I'd already experienced that, and that was a fact. But how much they focus on mindset and how much of a difference that did. And I think I went to New York right at the end of my 30-day Amplify program. Like the Amplify program was amazing for me. Just readjusting my mindset, more of a positive outlook, and also just healing not just your physical but emotional and mental parts of your life. And after New York, after some of the discourses, it moved me to make huge changes in my own personal life, even like reaching out to my family members that I was disconnected with, having just an overall holistic, healthier view. And then the community, like you guys, it's been amazing. Eureka, I'm surprised I'm not blocked yet on her phone, but like, you know, she's always there coaching. You know, whenever I have a new person, I have questions, like she hops right on the line. One of my friends who recently actually just joined Yoli, he's listening in right now too, and he's he's very inquisitive and asks a lot of questions beyond my patient's level. So Eureka jumped to the phone and like had all the information for him, and I was like, yes, that's awesome. You know, so just the community you get and all the friends that I have passed it on to, like they're calling me and like I had to like, you know, cut off a bit of my belt because like I've lost so much weight and like I'm losing, you know, it's just I'm feeling better, I'm having more energy, so that makes me very happy. And then financially, I'm still new, just starting off as a business member, just qualified I think like a few weeks ago. But already my first immediate goal was I knew I was going to be on Yoli products forever because of the way they make me feel. My goal was to get to the point financially where I didn't have any out-of-pocket expense. And so just in my 3-4 months, I'm there. Like I don't have any out-of-pocket expense for Yoli. Like all my auto ships, my last 2 have been completely covered. I still have like Yoli cash sitting there and like normal cash now. So now I'm getting like the best products on earth for me, and I'm not paying for them, and they're helping my friends. So it's like there's no risk involved. I don't know why I wouldn't be a business member and why I wouldn't be doing this. So it's been amazing. It's only been 4 months. I'm so happy too that I've been edifying my body, even with things like when your body faces things like pandemics that you wouldn't think would happen. I feel like I've already have a head start because for months I've been building up my immune system. I can feel stronger and healthier just by my eating habits and everything. So when an attack to your body comes, I already feel somewhat at peace because I've already been edifying my body too. So it's been amazing. That's my end of my probably 5-10 minutes, but but it's not to be like cliche, but it's been a full transformation. Like literally, like I look at pictures and I don't even know who I am anymore. And so like it's been a full transformation. So thank you for introducing it to me, and thank you guys for the team.
Thank you, ladies. That is awesome sharing. Thank you both, Priscilla and Christine. Now, this gentleman has been with Yoli from the very, very beginning. He doesn't even know that I'm going to do this right now, so I apologize now. Don't shoot me. But he's been doing this from the very beginning, you guys. And he has shared his testimonial in a million different ways. So I just want you guys to hear it from him. Chris Medina, do you mind sharing your testimonial with everybody?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I will, because usually I share my testimony and I take my shirt off, but I'll keep it on. But yeah, thank you so much. For me, guys, just like what Eureka said, I've been with Yoli from the beginning, but it's not an easy journey. Just like anybody else, I'm a little bit, hesitant, but again, as a nurse, I took the product, and when I get to the beginning of Yoli, we don't have those products that you have right now. So I went to a lot of challenges, and I eventually quit Yoli after 1 year. We have some good momentum during the pre-launch, and we have a lot of challenges that the company had, and I quit Yoli because at that time my brother was murdered, and this is back in 2010. So I stopped doing Yoli. I'm not on the proper mindset. I went to depression and whatnot. Financially, I struggled. But the cool thing is, because of the relationship I have with the founders and the person who sponsored me, like Eugene, when they launched and introduced the Better Body System in late quarter of 2011, and I was in depression during the time, and Eugene called me and gave me some of the spiel, what are the things that they're trying to reinvent Yoli itself. And that time I'm already, I could say I'm already ready. I start to think about my family. I'm still human, you know what I mean? So I have my brother's kids that I still need to help out, and I'm struggling also back here in the United States. That's the time that I lost my first house. And I think it's just the timing, the timing that all those problems compound, and eventually a friend of mine called me back. And because of that relationship, it ignited me. I was part of those 30 people that they put on trial because I'm not this sexy before. I mean? I'm a little bit chunky, so I tried the product, I lose weight. And that's the time that I saw the opportunity of Yoli. There's a little bit tweak on the compensation plan, how they did it, like the car, and I start working. I work so hard, guys. I'm telling you that because of the necessity I have. I think that pushes me, because I have more reason to do it. Back then, when I'm still working as a nurse, I have some reason. I always go back to my comfort zone because, nursing, we get paid. My wife also get paid, but because of the debt ratio, we have more money, that we borrowed and we owe than what we're making. So we're really upside down. And I was really grateful for that opportunity, guys. It didn't happen overnight, for sure. Is it hard? Yes, it is. It was hard. There's a lot of moments that I only sleep a couple of hours because I work night shift. I try to discipline myself, because I work 12-hour shift, night shift. I wake up 3 p.m. and find myself really doing some activities, making call. I go to Starbucks to meet up somebody, and then I go straight to my work, wearing my scrub suit and whatnot. And then eventually, in less than 1 year now, when things start to go, and during this time, guys, we don't have a system like we're doing right now. the only skills I have, I know I have a heart, and I have a story to tell to people, and I have the stronger belief on the company, the product. I see the result, and I start working. And since 2012, I was able to get out from nursing, and I'm so blessed, especially right now, guys. I look at it, and even me and Eugene, we talk about it. I appreciate more what I have right now, especially what's going on. I don't need to go back to work. Imagine, me being on the front line, which is I did before, and I understand you know, the uh, the uh, the scaredness and the emotion of those people on the front lines, because I experienced that. I was working in the infectious unit back then, but this one is worse. You know what I mean? So right now I can really feel the appreciation working. I was able to build systems of team. Do we have a lot of challenges? Definitely. And that's the thing I would like to share to you guys, that all this stuff, it doesn't matter. I'm not, for me right now, I'm not looking into the big things. I'm looking for those little things that the team can do, or they can do to themselves, because those little things are the one that they need the most right now. You know what I mean? So right now, I've been staying home. A lot of people are working home right now remotely. And I think I predicted that 8 years ago, because I've been staying home for 8 years. So it's just a blessing, and for me right now, I just want to pay it forward. Yeah, it crazy. It may seems, for those team that really concentrate on helping people, you can see even me, my volume right now, it's increasingly every week. Small things, not that big, but it's better than, you can see a deep down, you know what I mean? But again, you guys can do the same in little things. And I know you contributed a lot on that also. So I'm so thankful with Eureka for inviting me this morning. And to all of you guys, thank you for sharing your story. That's amazing. What you're doing right now are great. Now we just need to dial it to another notch, and just get out and share your story. I don't want you to go in person, maybe just make a phone call, still observe those social distancing, but your story, guys, a lot of people need it definitely. Just share it to people. And for me right now, it's very crazy, because once it start to get hit home run to you, because I have a lot of close friends. One of my close member, her husband just died of positive for COVID-19 in New York just a couple of days ago, and a couple of my cousins are in quarantine right now. I have few close members are in quarantine who are frontliners. That thing you start looking into, that is getting closer and closer, because you have a lot of family members being affected, and that's why, it's not easy, guys. I'm telling you, it's not easy. But again, we always have option how we can, respond to this kind of situation. You know what I mean? So I'll give back the floor to Eureka if she wants me to start doing the discussion of the promo. I'm glad to share that one to you guys.
Thank you so much, Chris. Thank you all so much for just sharing your story, so that at least everyone on the call now knows a little something more about everyone on our team. My goal with our team, you guys, is to really just build a really strong, fun community of people, you guys. And that starts with us being comfortable with each other and sharing. So thank you guys so much. I've invited Dr. Tudor Francu to talk to us a little bit about immunity health. Tudor is an anesthesiologist in Maryland and has been in practice for more than 20 years, and happens to love physical activities such as biking, dancing, hiking, and traveling. And he also loves Yoli. You guys, do you know right now we're in the middle of a pandemic, and everybody is searching for something to boost their immune health? And the stores are out. They're out of vitamin C. They're out of all of the stuff, or people are looking on the backs of labels, and they're becoming more aware and conscious of what's really in products. So I've invited Tudor just to talk to us for about 10 minutes on some really great information that we can take away from him to share with our prospects. So Tudor, the floor is yours.
Hi guys, thank you, Eureka. I don't want to be too long. Of course, all of us know our products, and there's been a lot of talk online and on the site about two of them, the Truth and defend. Let me put it, okay, good. Those two products are the main ones to talk about right now, but I just want to make sure everybody's aware that the other two products we have are really, really important. And I'll detail a little bit. One of them is the pH2O, and the other one is the vitamin we have. So I want to make sure everybody understands one thing. The stores have been out of vitamin C. And everybody's, you know, I went to CVS a couple of days ago, and they had no vitamin C on the shelf. No kind of formulation at all. And, you know, everybody was trying to buy orange juice because there is a, you know, known fact that orange juice has a lot of vitamin C formulated in that. And I look closely at the label, and most of the people know that, you know, they're trying to drink orange juice or, you know, things like that, drinks that contain vitamin C, but they don't realize that at the molecular level, when you drink a combination of vitamin C with sugar, with glucose, most of the time, the glucose will take precedence of getting to your body first.
Wow.
So they're competing at the molecular level to get into the cell. And of course, sugar wins. So most people that are thinking that they're drinking orange juice to get a lot of vitamin C are wrong. They're getting a lot of sugar, and the vitamin C goes down the drain on the other side. So that brings me to a good point that you can make to your customers and to your prospects of the fact that Truth has no sugar in it. It's a formulation that brings a lot of vitamin C and a lot of antioxidants blend into a product that has no sugar. It doesn't compete with anybody, and it brings you enough vitamin C per day to compete with any other formulation that's on the shelves in the market. If you look closely, each packet contains about 66 milligrams of vitamin C, which, you know, think about it, if you drink 2 or 3 of them a day, that's enough vitamin C for you to have during the day with any other input from food or any other drinks. And it goes right into your system, and it doesn't compete with anybody else. So this is one bullet point that I want to make about Truth. Besides the blend of antioxidants that contains in it, and you know, we came out with a new flavor right now, the pomegranate Truth, that is really tasty and good. And I want to make a point here that pomegranate is one of the best antioxidants that we can come up with, as well as the resveratrol that Truth contains, which is, again, the active form of the resveratrol that we know about is the trans resveratrol, which is contained in our Truth product. These are things that you can take out and bring it to your customers and, you know, give them the science behind it, because it's really a good formulation here. I wanted to talk a little bit, a couple of bullet points about the vitamin formulation we have. Most people take this for granted. They think, you know, I can take a vitamin a day and it's gonna, you know, it's gonna do something for me, probably good. I don't think it hurts, but let's just take it. Well, if you look at the label very closely of what Yoli put together in the vitamin bottle, it's really, really perfect. I mean, I don't know how to say this more than that. I mean, the dosages that are there are exactly the ones that we need every day. And vitamin C is one of them. It's 500 milligrams per capsule. So if you take one capsule a day plus two truth packets a day, let's say, you're completely covered by your vitamin C daily intake. So that's one bullet point that you need to take here, that vitamin formulations is something that we should promote in this time of hardship for people. And, you know, it's something that we need to get out there. The fact that it contains the right amount of vitamin C. It has the daily maximum dosage of vitamin D also, which is 1,000 units, which people, you know, these days might go or might not go outside, but they have to get some kind of vitamin D in their system. And this formulation brings the right amount of vitamin D. Just as a side note, why I'm talking about vitamin D is that because in order to metabolize the right amount of vitamin C in your body, you need vitamin D. Wow. To help with that. So it's a vicious cycle between vitamin C and D. They help each other in the same time. So you cannot do one without the other. That's why, again, this formulation is really important because it brings you the right amount of both so you can be comfortable of taking our products.
That is great.
Quick shout out about Defend. Everybody talks about Defend these days. How many should we take? How many we should not? People say 2, 3 capsules a day, maybe 4, based on weight, whatever. I want to tell you something very clear. The zinc element that's contained on Defend, it's enough in one pill. So you take your daily income, your daily intake of zinc from one pill of Defend, which of course is based on your weight. But what I'm saying is that when somebody asks about you how much Defend we should take, you have to realize that, you know, a small person can take 1 and it's enough zinc to get by, or a bigger person like me have to take maybe 2 or 3 capsules a day. So I want to make sure everybody knows that, but the formulation here is really amazing. I don't know how many people can realize that zinc products in the market out there are not sufficient. Everybody talks about zinc lozenges, zinc drops. Everybody takes zinc like, you know, 300-400 milligrams a day, which is completely useless. I mean, you eliminate most of them, but you have to realize that this product brings you the right amount daily that you need. You don't have to excrete anything in surplus, and it's the perfect amount of formulation that, you know, you have here. Another thing is the vitamin E, which is a very powerful antioxidant that's formulated in this product. So these are, you know, a few things that you need to realize that you have to bring out there for people to know, and, you know, convince everybody out there that we're actually doing a really good job with our products. Quick shout out to the H2O. Everybody knows it's a formulation, it's a liquid formulation of our alkylate. But I want to make sure everybody knows that the magnesium contained in this product is it's a great addition to our metabolic and immunity system. It brings you enough magnesium to help with the metabolism and help your immune cells. I don't want to keep too long, but, you know, I want to make sure everybody have any questions about this. I can detail more about scientific reasons that I'm talking about right now. But
thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tudor. Yeah, you guys, he gave a lot of great information, especially about vitamin. I know right now that we are talking a lot about truth, and a lot about Defend. But the sugar and the vitamin right now was incredibly eye-opening for me. If you guys have questions, definitely message Tudor privately. Thank you so much, Tudor. Okay, up next, you guys, and then we're going to wrap up this call. I know we're going to go a little over time, but this man is so well worth it for what he's about to teach you guys. Okay, here to explain to us the new customer first promotion, you guys. This is what's going to help put some cash in all of our pockets right now and allow us to share a lot more. Chris Medina. Chris has obtained his Master of Business and Administration, his MBA, and is one of Yoli's double blue diamonds, and has been with Yoli since the very beginning, so 10 years now. Chris leads a very active lifestyle of fitness, travel, and transforming lives. Chris, the screen is all yours. Do you need me to stop sharing? You're muted.
Yes, I can share my screen quick.
Okay, let me stop sharing. Thank you so much, Chris, for being on the call today.
Welcome, Eureka. But thank you so much for inviting me. Now, actually, I just get off from some of those dance Zumba thing from the other teams. I'm trying to participate, being active and help out. So, guys, let me go straight to the customers first promotion, and this is an amazing promotion. Yeah, it started a week ago, which is Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, is on the 21st, and it will end on May 1st. So this is one of the things that we've been talking to the company, to help out and to tweak a little bit on the comp plan. And for now, this is just temporary, and hopefully, I'm not sure long term if they're gonna include this one to our comp plan. But this is amazing because we have a lot of challenges. Cool thing is the company is listening, because if you're not binary qualified, technically you're not getting that much money, you know what I mean? Because you need to have member on the left and the right. And the cool thing right now, you don't need to have a left and right member. Every time you sponsor a customer, because most of us does in the beginning, because of the story we tell, as long as it's 100 volume cumulative in 1 week, you get paid. So it doesn't have to be 100 volume for one person. It's a combination of all those personal customer that you sponsor. Once you pass 100, then you start earning 20% off of those initial order they did. Okay, so that's easy. This is a simple example on the bottom, so now, so here's the thing I would like to suggest. That I'll give you some numbers so you will see the numbers. And I know Eureka has been talking about 2-star, 3-star. So whatever goal is that, guys, for you, doesn't matter as long as you set a goal. So for me, what I'm teaching some of the team that I directly working, I want them to hit the 5-star, since the 5-star is the basic building block of the compensation plan. So it's easy for people to rank up, so I'll just use this one. So right now, so using the 5-star, if you have 500 volume from your customers, like example, so in 1 week, you produce 500 volume from all the people combined that you sponsored as customers. So you earn 20%, right? Right there, guys, just getting 500 volume in a week from all the customers combined, you will have $100 on the customer fast start bonus. Now, on top of that, for those people who are binary qualified, if you're binary qualified, if that thing goes to your pay leg, 10% on the binary in your pay leg, that's $50. Now, okay, aside from the customer fast start bonus binary, remember the Yoli Cash bonus? Since you are promoting little product, individual product, the company will give you, a Yoli Cash bonus of $5 each product. So if you have a 500 volume from your customers, divided by $5, so you're gonna have an extra $100 just on the Yoli Cash. The amazing thing I like about this program, guys, because a lot of people has a challenge right now of, getting extra money to pay for their authorship. So the Yoli Cash will help out on that. So you don't need to, spend and pull some extra money from your pocket and let the Yoli Cash pay for your authorship. So in that sense, if you have 500 volume, then that's $100 on the Yoli Cash. So all in all, that's $250 per week. In a month, that's $1,000. I don't know about you guys. Earning $1,000 right now with this struggling time is huge already. Huge, this one, So that's the reason why our business start to pick up for those people who are stay home, because most of the people are staying home right now. No? So what is that $1,000? Maybe extra gas or extra things to pay for their groceries or whatnot. On the flip side, if you have some team also in the Philippines, and this is what this kind of money to them, because $250, Yoli, call that one, the conversion on that one, they pay 48 pesos per dollar. So 250 times 48, that's the conversion in the Philippines, that's 12,000 pesos already in the Philippines, which is 48,000 a month. And mostly in the Philippines, guys, for the regular people, this is already their 6 months income. 6 months, and little things they can do. You know, and I'll talk about some of the challenges that they have in the Philippines compared to us. You know what I mean? So my personal goal, and this is what I want you to do. If you have an organization existing right now, help your team. Set a personal goal. You know, and I know, you know, it won't be easy, guys. I'm telling you that. But if you set some little things, whatever it is, extra 100, 200, and for me, my goal is to produce 500 volume personally. Okay, and this is where your leadership will come in, because we have too much managers in the world right now. We don't need managers right now. We want people who will lead our organization. Okay, in your level that one. So 500, because the cool thing is you're dropping volume to your organization, especially if you sponsor some people, you're helping them. You know what I mean? So take that lead, you know, whatever volume or goal you have. But for me, that's my goal in a weekly basis. Now, I like how Theodore talked about, you know, the products and whatnot, and some of you guys talk about the story. And this is the strategy. Let's use some strategy. Now, a lot of people say, Chris, I don't want to be an opportunistic to my friends and my family. And for me, there's nothing wrong with that. Being opportunistic with a good intentions, nothing wrong. Especially right now, people needs what we have. And Theodore already expounded about the product. So I use a lot of pre-framing, and Rod Harrison taught about us the pre-frame and how you put a person into an environment before you talk about your main agenda. You put them on that kind of mind frame, and then eventually when you talk about your main agenda, people already bought into that. You know what I mean? So like, for example, I talk about the 2 types of protection. There's external and internal. So people knows about this one. You know, people using PPEs, personal protective equipment, or doing all the social distancing or whatever things that the, you know, precautionary measure, they're doing that. Keep doing that. And then the most important thing, based on what Theodore said, is arming yourself. You know, proper rest and sleep, regular exercise, eating healthy, and then the supplements. And this is where Yoli comes in. I'm not so much concerned about transformation kit right now to people. Those little things, because who's looking for weight loss now? Maybe there are some few based on those people that we've been helping, few people, but majority of them, they're more concerned about their immune system. And that's the reason why when Theodore mentioned about you cannot buy vitamins, minerals, or whatever on the shelf, use that one as a pre-frame. Tell the story. Like what Theodore said, you know what, you know, I went to Walgreens or Walmart, nothing on the shelf. Can you believe our people are really stocking on those one? So if you start doing those pre-frame, people say, yeah, I know that Theodore, I experienced that one, the same thing. You know, even if you go to the produce area and the Walmart, gone, no more vegetables. Before, those things will be rotten. Now people are grabbing it. You know what I mean? Because they know how important it is now. Okay, so that's a good pre-frame. Now, so continue observing, guys. My primary concern to everybody right now is be safe. Always be safe. I don't want you to go out, you know, and whatnot, but there's a lot of ways for us to do the business. You know, focus on the immune system right now. Talk about that. And Theodore made an awesome presentation already. It could be the minerals. You know, for me, it's the defend and the truth. And maybe I'll add the mineral. That's a good point about the vitamin D. Now, so a lot of stuff that we can talk about it. Little things. You don't need to become a product expert. Just little things. You know, like when Theodore just pick some of those bullet points that, you know, Theodore mentioned about 1 or 2 each product, and then tell a story. Tell a story. That's what people can relate. You know, so now, guys, I'm just telling you this one. This is not my effort. This is my team effort. And this is coming from my team in the Philippines. We signed up 4 people on 400 volume. Okay? Some of them are share pack, but most of these people, they bought individual product. individual product worth 400. You know, defend, immune system, all the stuff on the 400. So why these people in a third world country, you know, are working? They hit a lot of challenges, guys. I'm telling you, the challenges they have. They in total lockdown. Our courier in there, just like UPS and FedEx here, they're limiting their shipment to certain location because there's a lot of areas in the Philippines that been hit big time, and they cannot deliver. So they have the challenges. And a lot of my team, they're asking me, Chris, how we can do this business, and we ourselves is not receiving products. You know, it take about 2 to 3 weeks because of the, you know, the issues. So we start talking about it. We start asking questions, you know, how we can help our team. And then I told them, hey guys, you're in the Philippines right now, but you know what? Canada and America is still functioning. We don't have problem with that. Why not extend your contacts to US and Canada? So what I did, and I asked some of the leaders, we did some virtual, you know, training, just like we're doing, making lists online. Everybody's participating. Who do you know in Florida? Who do you know in this state? Who do you know in Canada? That each of them, they come up with a list of more than 10 people, and we start scheduling, you know, BBP by connecting first. We create like a chat room. For example, if you don't know somebody here in Florida, he put me in a group messenger with his prospect, and then we start chatting, just regular conversation. Then eventually, you know, we schedule a small BBP, and that's the start, guys. So this is what I talk about, guys, that we as the leaders, we need to step up right now. People need us the most. Little things. I'm not asking you to hit car qualification. I'm not asking you to become diamond. Those little stuff. Ask yourself, how can I help my family? How can I help my team? Is that little things I can do to help them out? So here's some of my suggestions. Have fun, because if you're not having fun, people won't do that. Don't put yourself into a stress achiever or success seeker. Know that everything you become constipated. Let's go, let's go. People doesn't want that, you know? So they want to have fun. Do your thing, you know? Maybe when we have a group chat with my team, we send jokes, we laugh, and that's good. And sometimes we participate to all these virtual little things. You know, it opens up, you know, because some people, they just want to have fun, you know, and get out from that thing. And I told the team, unless all of us guys, we will stop living life, then we cannot do anything anymore. But since, you know, we love our family, we want to stay engaged, and it's crazy. I already told to you guys, I have a lot of personal close friends and family been affected to this one. We lose some people already. You know, it's crazy. But again, I want to stay focused on the things that I can contribute and help out. I'll do that. You already know the law of focus, and Rod Hairston talks about that. Support your family and friends by showing the right examples. Right example, little things, little things. Share your story. And I love all you guys that you share your story. And one of my suggestions, maybe you tweak it a little bit, that it become more relatable. Talk about when you go to Walmart that you were not able to see anything in there. A little of that, so you become relatable to them. You know, because, you know, and sometimes just ask questions. What are some of the things that you worry right now? And then fill in the gap, because that's what we're doing right now. Identifying of their problem by you talking from the heart, because a lot of people are asking me, Chris, what is the script, the right script to talk about this person? I told them, there's no script. Just talk from the heart. That's what people need right now. Always put yourself in their shoe. How do you want people to talk to you? Use that. If somebody will approach me, this one, is this the kind of conversation I want to hear from this person? If yes, then use that kind of, you know, strategy. Just talk to them, and then eventually it will flow to you guys and how you can help them. Okay? And then the last thing, you know, continue helping. And this is from Rod's message: help, pray, and love. All we need to do, guys. And I know it's crazy. I'm not saying this is easy, guys. No, but I really believe that humanity is stronger and bigger than this virus. And our God is stronger and bigger than this one. And all of us, we can get out from this, you know, situation if we work together. Participate, you know. We need to participate. And even me on myself, you know, as much as I want to go out, I need to isolate also, because I don't want to, you know, bring in any contagion to my family. something like that. But stay engaged, guys. Anything I can help and serve you, please, don't hesitate to reach out. But again, thank you so much, Eureka, Theodore, Priscilla, and all of you on the line, guys. And continue to pray that all you will be safe. And soon we'll get out this one, and we're going to have a huge celebration as humanity. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
Thank you so much, Chris. Yes. So you guys, I hope, I'm going to let him stop sharing his screen so I can share my screen.
That's why he's the dragon.
That's why he's the dragon, right? So, yeah, he just slayed it. So I hope that the customer first appreciation is a little more clear, you guys. You don't have to be qualified. So you don't need to have any business partners at all right now to take advantage of this. It is a way to put cash up front. It is basically a fast start bonus, okay? Which is really, really awesome. I have taken a couple people that were on the fence on joining the business, and they joined the business this week because of this customer first appreciation. Customer first program. When I told them, I said, hey, you have an opportunity right now to actually make cash up front. And then the rest of our compensation plan will, go to normal May 1st. I said, potentially you can make your return on investment back right away. So I just want to put that, food for thought in your head, you guys. If you know someone that's lost their job right now, let me pull up my keynote. That's lost their job right now because of the situation. We're all home. We can do our jobs virtually. I never thought 2 years ago I'd be sitting in this spot right now where my studio doors would be closed because of a virus, and I'm still getting paid every week because of my side hustle. And I love what I do because it is easy for me to do it just like this on a virtual screen, and I get to help people, you guys. So like Chris said, it's not being opportunistic if your intentions are good. Okay, so last thing up, you guys, I just want to thank everyone for being on the call. Thank you, Chris, so much for taking the time out today and jumping on this call for us to share and give us good tips and all of that great stuff and all of your knowledge. Thank you, Tudor, for sharing your knowledge with us on the medical sides. I definitely took away a lot of great things from your talk, so thank you so much. I want to let you guys know our team goal now for this upcoming month. Let's turn the 2-star campaign into the 5-star campaign, like Chris was just talking about, okay? This next month by using the added customer first promo. You can check your back office, you guys, for under the documents, which is under the corporate tab, to find the compensation plan. So if you don't have that and you want to know what the requirements are for the 5-star, it is there. Our next call is going to be Saturday, April 25th at 9 a.m. And we're going to now move our call into following up to recruit and recruiting. So if you guys have been following along with me for the last 5 months or so, we started off by teaching everyone how to invite. And then we started talking about objections because we know sometimes we get objections right up front. So we've jumped over that hurdle. Then we moved into mock BBPs and BBPs. Then we moved from there into testimonial calls, what we did today, how to create testimonials. And next, you guys, is going to be following up and recruiting. And this is big right now, okay? I am sorry, you guys. I know we went a little over time, but I hope that you guys found value from it. I want to share real quick because I know some of you guys are new and some of you guys that will be sharing this video with your teams are still learning their back office. So let me just show you guys where this is really quickly, and then I'll go ahead and let you guys go. So if you log into your back office, let me go ahead and log in. And I hope you guys all know we are getting a new back office here soon, projected for the end of April. Let me move you guys' pictures. Okay, so right here where it says corporate info, this tab right here, okay, you can just go ahead and hit document library. Change this from Mexico to United States. And everything you need is right here, you guys. Your business tools, the compensation plan is right there, boom. So if you guys have someone that's asking you questions on your team, or you're showing the business opportunity and you have someone really detailed that wants to understand some of the compensation plan, it's right here, you guys. All of it's right here. So the 5-star campaign is right here, you guys. You need to have 100 PV 4-week minimum. The 500 that Chris was showing you guys on your pay leg. And our weekly cap is $1,000, okay? So you guys, if we can hit that, if we can strive for that in a month, imagine you guys, $1,000 extra dollars in the month, or possibly in a week, you guys. That it's really phenomenal. So anyhow, you guys, thank you so much for jumping on today's call. I will see you guys all on the next call. So please mark your calendars, April 25th, 9 a.m. You guys have a lovely, lovely Saturday. Reach out to me, you guys, if you need help. If you need help with virtual PPPs, I got nothing but time because of this pandemic. So I'm home. Call me. I'm here for you guys. Love you.
Bye. Thank you, everybody.
Take care.
Thank you, guys.